So as of today, okay. Mm, okay. Mm, mm. So my question is because cool just to talk because the day I also talk I can't talk through the phone need the emails out. So my question is that E and F ship you look at it, there's still some gap. For example, certain area there's nothing, no people one. Alright. So what is our intention on that? Because it's no people there. Nobody is turning out for that particular scope. So how are we going to address that? But how about scope? Cool, we have a lot of scope, alright? Scope and function gen should be quite a number of high volume. But you go to the next slide. You go to the next slide. F crew. F crew, we only have one people on scope. And then we don't have anyone. We have also one people in function gen. So to me, these are quite a number of area that we are high volume also. And in case we need someone, we only have one. Yeah. So to me, is I see some gap between different both ship lah. Because to me, you should at least have one people in each ship, at least one. Then we train out the second people for each ship. But I know that you're focused on. I know cool. You say focus on different area lah. But the question I have is that we should have all ship with at least one people capable to do something in case we need something. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. To me, is that those with zero also you should work up something lah. Because you like, for example, power supply, you want to pump out to 3, right? Do we really need 3? We need to assess whether do we need 3 on power supply versus that you're going to pump up in those that with 0. Correct. And then I saw active probe becomes 0. Are this not the one that they're supposed to work on? And the power gen also 0 all the way. Active probe, power gen, wireless, all 0 all the way one, Right? For all the year, whole year, you have got next 3 quarter also 0. So what is our plan? Who? You're on mute. Who you're on mute?
Yeah, hello. Yeah.
Are we telling them that they don't need to build anything on wireless, power gen, and also active probe because it's 0 all the way,
Yeah. Some cases like example, this is the very critical example. The active block actually they need to some experienced people to handle because we need to handle with very care on the connector calibration. So I think for the flash technician not really able to do that. And
I
the
understand,
wireless
but
and for the wireless the N4
it's quite
4010
new.
is quite new and the volume is not yet high. So we mainly focus on the high volume for now.
Uh,
Yeah, there one function gen, some function gen still can able take over by the building EPP lah. But just a feedback lah, from the team lah, from the senior team technician. Some of them they are really fed up on the training for the new technician because the turnover is really high for them. When they train for few round, then the technician will resign again. Then they already give up. Why not I just do myself instead continue to train continue to train people and let the people resign on that. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Uh, for this time of period, I still prefer go for the high volume first. You just focus on high volume because even the high volume, yeah, some people still not able really can handle independence for now. Yeah, so I think we need to have some first example the working experience at the Callab because some of them I not even know how many months they work in Callab because I need to see their experience. Like some of them maybe 8 or 9 months, some 2 or 3 months. So maybe you just include this kind of information into this metric. So when we did, uh, yeah. Yeah.
Population
Yes.
metrics with the months of experience So maybe
Mm.
you want to put up population there because now we have a huge pool of resources depend on this group of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I can see mostly 70% between 6 months only. So it's quite fresh for that.
Okay.
I think this one we will highlight with during our management meeting. So I think they do talk about.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go. So already identified or still working on it? Mm, okay.
Sam, so let's Michael appointed as operation lead, so he is excluded from the technician team, right? So that means in total headcount 30, then is 30 plus one, right?
So could your operation lead become Michael, no longer Nicole? Is that what I mean?
Mostly is a technical lead, yeah,
Oh,
it's a technical side,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
I think
Mm,
it's like replacement to Sajani lah. So Sajani is the team lead for them to have some the handle some operation work.
okay.
But Sam, maybe I just have a request on the operate that means the technical or operation lead for their JD lah. So that's why I need to have a very clear line what did he need to do and what his responsibility for that. Beside that, maybe I need to add some the responsibility for to him also because some like the training like the shift coverage, I think I need him to take over for this task from our team. Yeah. As an example, some people action then or to take leave in the emergency leave. So who's the one assigned to take to cover him during his on leave action? Oh, yeah. Because end up they still looking for me or my team lead to have the who to replace. Then I need to call one by one to understand who can cover this model. Ah, we just have to proper draw out the JD for to him lah. So at least he know what he need to do lah. Oh, uh, I not really like to call it JD. JD mostly is the very general work lah. So I need
The
to have
roles,
the
key roles and responsibility lah.
yes,
Just
yes,
put down key
yes.
roles and
For the daily
responsibilities.
activity, what he want to do and what he want
Ah,
to monitor, thing like this.
okay. I don't have anything. But you're aware of the organization changes, right? No, in engineering service, for engineering service perspective.
What was Yeah, later maybe can you share more? What are the changes?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Why there's auto? Okay. For engineering service so far, because our previous manager have actually moved to taking a new role. So now all of us actually report back to the senior managers for her boss because it's just because previously we have two senior manager on top. So now we report directly to Zheng instead of Buntiang. So Callab and HTC basically report directly to Zheng now. Okay. So there's no more Buntiang in our organizations. Yeah. Previously, I think this is a request or review basis. Buntiang want to review or the performance. But moving forward, we'll take over. So, Zheng is the OF manager for NAS. He's more focused on order fulfillment. For a product called NAS is stand for what? Cool, I forgot already.
Also,
What's
because
NAS stand for? Already forgot already. Yeah. So he's one of the PR managers, mean the product, mean the OF managers that he usually take care of, and engineering service as well. But engineering service is actually previously was having another manager on the top, which is Buntiang. So now Buntiang has moved up to take care another OF role. Actually, Buntiang also taking another OF manager role now also. So that is one level. One level away lah. Previously there's two levels, so now become one level away. So we'll all us report direct back to Zheng. For now. Okay. I'm not sure whether there's going to changes or not. That is a future that whenever changes will let you know lah. For now, all us like for example myself, even Itron, I'm not sure you all know Itron on HCC side. We are reporting to Zheng. I think Tis actually deal with Pentrac, not Pentrac Itron. So Tis is actually report to Zheng as well. So three of this group will reporting to Zheng now instead of Buntiang. Effectively 1st of April. Okay.
So Teju, for Q2 business review, we are going to schedule the
With us, me and Ku.
okay.
Unless my boss say that he want to come in, because I did calibrate with him, he say he will let us handle for now. If he foresee any issue, then he will step in. Because we used to update him on especially our recovery plan, because Callab perspective, we have quite a number of backlog that was actually in attention on the higher management. Yeah. You should be aware, because we need the headcount to train up as fast as possible so that can help us to clear the backlog. That's why we told management that we actually very high turnover, and all the resources that we have is on OJT. So our productivity is not as high as previously. That's why we need so much resources, and we keep adding resources in your area. You know that we keep adding, correct? Because we need to clear, beside of the volume coming in, we also need to clear whatever in our pipeline. Our pipeline is built up, so the management have concern that we build up the pipeline. Yeah, we have about, I'm not sure whether you're aware, we have about today, how many cool to now? 300 over, still 300. Do we less than 300 already?
I think it's around 350.
So it's quite, to mention, it's quite high. So we need to bring it down more, because this is not our usual level before pre-COVID. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our targets are 50.
Right. So that's why we need to pick up the training so that people can be more competent, so actually increase the productivity as well lah. So help us to clear up the backlog, because that backlog is actually piling. And we expect, if let's say revenue come in as per management direction, that volume going up, then that both actually in the uptrend lah. So that is why we keep adding. And because of productivity doesn't catch up so we need to add in. If the productivity catch up, then we don't need to add in, because that will be our cost. This year our cost is totally out, because we keep adding how many we have been adding. Yeah. Okay.
Sam, just extra highlight on the productivity lah. I think mostly I can say most of the people focus on productivity because we need to meet certain number on that. But beside that, I think you need to have to tell your team about the quality mindset. Okay. So I think even they try to push all the productivity up, but don't forget about the quality of work.
Quality, lately also we have a lot of quality
Very
issues.
important. A lot of issue for now happen in our lab. I think mostly they are fresh, they not really aware on the quality impact to the product. But I can tell you some is impact very seriously. The mindset of the is very important. Yeah. Okay. So
I
by
think cool, you
quality, I
may
think
want to, maybe I'm not sure whether do we have a formal channel to let them know what are the issues we're facing in the lab, so that maybe they have to be aware and communicate. I mean, from their management perspective, they have to be aware lah, and they need to think about how to actually ensure the mindset in the people lor. Besides we communicating lah, internally we also communicating to them one, but the question here is that who gonna ensure they will actually follow. Mm, mm, mm. Maybe it's good for your lead to know, then they will actually have to how to update y'all so that y'all become aware also, and then make sure this thing is happen accordingly lah. You get what I mean? Because your lead is in the loop mah, correct, Cool? Your lead is in our loop mah.
yeah, it's our
Yeah.
communication
Yeah.
with
So
all.
we want maybe it's a key role. I mean, is you want a responsible for your lead to update y'all on what is the progress in terms of this area, and y'all need to oversee whether there's any additional thing that y'all need to do in order to make sure this thing happen now. Yeah. Mm, mm. Yeah. The new SOP lah, yeah. So y'all aware of new SOP. So that means now is more flexible in terms of cost shift, right? And the control. Then we should able to get more if we needed lah, if we need support and those things lah. Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Okay. So
Thanks.
Leju, for next review, right?
Mm,
I think we can schedule it somewhere in the third week or fourth week of May to review Q
mm, mm.
business, right?
Because May first week, I think most of people were off, alright. I think third week lah, third week to fourth week lah,
Mm,
between the May lah.
mm.
Okay. Hey, that's all. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.